So today the GoPro Hero 7 Black finally finds its way onto the channel. This is GoPro's flagship action camera, the best action camera money can buy. Now you may have already seen tons of videos on this action camera. Well, I bought this GoPro to find out exactly how good this flagship action camera is, especially when compared to the top-end budget action cameras like the Akaso V50 Pro. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys a very quick overview of this product along with the full specifications, which you will not easily find on the GoPro's official website. Followed up, of course, by some video samples and finishing off with my pros and cons conclusion. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user manual. We have a USB Type-C cable. You get two mounts with adhesive stickers on the back. Now this comes with an external 1220 milliamp battery, and the battery is actually made by Samsung, which is quite interesting. And last but not least, so the GoPro is actually inside this case. I will remove the case. Okay, so that's what the case looks like. So first of all, you have this hollow shell case. It's not a waterproof case because the actual GoPro is completely waterproof. Now this case is required as there is no tripod screw at the bottom of the GoPro, so to mount this to your bike you're going to need to use this case. Now the good thing about GoPro is it is completely compatible with other action camera accessories, so you can use any universal mounts that you may have lying around. So closer look at the GoPro. I will put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read. Now this action camera is made completely from a rubberized plastic. Now on the front you have a small screen along with a 150-degree wide-angle lens. The sensor is of course the Sony IMX 277 along with the GoPro GP1 chipset, which allows you to do a maximum of 4K at 60 frames per second and take 12 megapixel super photos with HDR, supports RAW, digital zoom and HyperSmooth image stabilization, which is supposed to be the best we have seen so far. So I really can't wait to see how that looks. Now on the back you have a 2-inch IPS LCD touchscreen with touch zoom. We also have built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, dual microphones, and this also supports external microphones via the GoPro adapter, which is sold separately. Now on the top of the action camera we have a shutter button and microphone. On the side we have another microphone and your power and mode button. On the other side we have a button latch which you press and slide, and that will give you access to your USB-C port and your micro HDMI port. So let's close that. At the bottom of the action camera we have a single speaker and another latch door which you can slide open, and that is in fact your battery compartment. We have a 1220 milliamp battery which will give you around 1 to 2 hours of battery life depending on the resolution you shoot in. So the battery is installed. Now just above the battery compartment there is a micro SD card slot, and I believe this supports 128 gigabytes max. So you can also connect this action camera to your smartphone via Wi-Fi and use it as a wireless viewfinder. It was very easy to pair up and connect with each other. The process was more or less automated. You just install the app, press connect, and it will automatically pair it all up. And as you can see, it works great, and you're able to control all functions of this action camera directly from your smartphone, including firmware updates. So this is what the interface looks like. The touchscreen is actually very responsive. The maximum resolution you can choose is 4K at 60 frames per second, and that includes HyperSmooth image stabilization, and you can also change the aspect ratio from 14:9 to 16:9 at the top. And here are your video settings. You've got field of view, low light, stabilization and Pro Tune. If we go back, so to change between your modes you just simply swipe left or right, and again the touchscreen is super responsive. So you have time-lapse, video and photo. So I love how easy that is to switch between the modes. You've also got a button on the side, and you can change between the modes by simply tapping on the mode button. So let's go ahead and take this out for a spin and find out how good it really is. I'll be right back. I'm shooting 4K at 60 frames per second on the GoPro HERO7 Black, and this is what the quality looks like. I'm in Reading Shopping Centre right now. I'm shooting 4K at 60 frames per second. We have HyperSmooth image stabilization. We're going to see how good that stabilization is. So 4K 60 frames. So we're inside the car park, so low light situation. And on the viewfinder, the quality looks absolutely amazing. So now I'm going to do a bit of jogging and we're going to see what the quality is like. And we're going to quickly test out the image stabilization. So here we go. So there you have it, guys. That was the GoPro HERO7 Black. Now this is the most amazing 4K action camera ever made. 4K 60 frames per second was buttery smooth. The image stabilization was out of this world. It was freakishly smooth, buttery smooth. It was so smooth, it's unbelievable. There is nothing better than this in the action camera world. This was not made by a human being. This was made by an alien, as there is nothing like it. At $372, it's expensive, but it's worth every penny. This is a true flagship action camera. Amazing image stabilization was available in every resolution, apart from the higher frame rates above 60 frames per second. Slow motion mode was great, and the camera is natively waterproof up to 10 meters. Generally, action cameras are not good in low light, but the GoPro HERO7 Black is certainly the best I have seen in the low light department. Battery life is around 60 minutes for 4K recording, and this is normal for most cameras, but switch to 1080p or 720p and you can easily achieve nearly double the battery. Now the good thing is the battery is removable, and you can pick up a spare official GoPro battery for only £18. Or you can grab 3 compatible batteries with a multi-charger for only £23. So my initial thoughts was £350 is just too expensive for an action camera. However, after practically using this action camera for around a week, I have realized that this action camera is actually affordable for the price. The technology used in this camera is very advanced. Having only used budget action cameras until this date, I have never used a GoPro before this, and I have to tell you now, this is game-changing technology, well ahead of the competition. I've never intended to do a full review on this product. This was just supposed to be a quick overview with a few samples, as I'm probably the last person to cover this product, and the reason was I thought it was too expensive for the average consumer. Nevertheless, I believe GoPro should provide a few extra bits and pieces to increase the consumer value, and also a tripod screw is so required on the GoPro. I really miss having the tripod mount. It would really open the doors for how this GoPro can be used. I know there are lots of workarounds and adapters, but having a simple tripod screw at the bottom would have been so convenient. So that brings us to the top action camera chart for 2019, and it comes to no surprise that the GoPro Hero Black 7 takes position 1 and cements itself as the best action camera in the world. You can find the full versions of all my charts online at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. Bottom line, if you can afford to buy this product, then close your eyes right now and buy it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. But more importantly, and the main reason for me buying this camera, is the comparison between the flagship monster, the GoPro HERO7 Black, versus the budget king, Akaso V50 Pro, is coming soon. And I just can't wait to see the practical differences between them. And with that being said, I will leave the links in the description in case you guys want to check this product out. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one, guys.